Episode 27 of my ride around the world.
I have just spent the last 2 days on the toilet.
Welcome to Kabul.
This one, how much?
I'm surrounded by Germans. This is what being French felt like. We're going to the British cemetery. Oldest mosques.
A late night escape from Kabul, only to arrive and find the border closed. Some things you really can't make this up.
You want chicken?
I have just spent the last 2 days on the toilet, and today is the first day I'm heading out to actually explore Kabul. I've got a company today. I'm surrounded by Germans on all sides, so yeah, it should be a good fun day. Now we are at one of the oldest mosques in Kabul, and looks very pretty. It is normally closed. The local people cannot access it, but with the permit they've let us in, so
let's go have a look.
So this mosque is just over 100 years old, but it still makes it one of the oldest mosques in Kabul. Kabul as a city is not as historic as places like Herat.
But I'm still totally happy to be allowed here, even just for a brief glimpse to see how this kind of architecture changes throughout history.
Well, when in Afghanistan you visit the Museum of War, which is where we are going now. It's kind of a famous big museum with a lot of mines and airplanes and stuff.
This kicked off a very interesting chain of events. Rather than visiting the museum, I ended up having a conversation that led to me filming with the Demining directorate in Afghanistan for a few days, and it will be a standalone episode.
We're now being brought into a volleyball match. I suck at volleyball, but my friend is good. So this is the volleyball playground. This is the tomb of the last two great kings of Afghanistan from about 100 years ago. This is the tomb. Muhammad Nadir Shah was the king of Afghanistan until the year 1933, when he was assassinated. He was shot 3 times, one of the times in his face, then in his heart and in his lungs, when he was attending a high school ceremony.
Some people come here out of reverence for what might have been, but for many people it's just a place to meet up and play a volleyball game.
It is one of the prettiest places in terms of the view that you get over Kabul. It's also one of the architectural landmarks. Down here, and down here is the tombstone of the Muhammad Nadir Shah, who was the longest serving and living king in Afghanistan for 40 years until 1973. Muhammad Nadir Shah. So this goes all around.
This place feels really eerie. They must have counted on it developing over the years and important people being buried here, but then it seems like history had other plans.
I wanted to go around full circle, but the local guy is suggesting not to venture too far in there. And there have been some reports of sort of robbers and attacks around here, so it's sort of better to be vigilant and listen. And here they are rebuilding this whole area, which is not even on Google Maps yet, so we're curious to see what we're gonna find there. And we're being followed by these
two wee dudes.
and now we have this little guy who also wants money. Hi. No chai, thank you. We have no money. So this guy ran the whole way to get some money because Lawrence of Arabia gave money to the other two So now they all want money.
This is a complicated thing because there are so many kids on the street asking for money and you want to help, but at the same time there really are so many.
Alright, we made one little guy happier, and now 100 more will come. They all talk, they all tell each other. Like this
The
guy,
other one still has my bottle.
like this guy has money. So the new beautiful building being built in all of this park is a mosque. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful mosque, but they don't want to let us further in, probably because of the construction. So, but well, with things getting rainy and dark, on the way back we've decided to take an Afghan taxi. So far, a lot better than Iranian taxis. Costs about $2. The distance that would take us to walk an hour. I am now surrounded by more Germans. This is what being French felt like. We're going to the British cemetery, which apparently was built in 1879 with British soldiers. Apparently this is how you get in. You just try to break the door down.
Germany.
Germany! Wow!
Einmal.
Germany! Germany!
Very good.
Very!
Please.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Victims, there's German and French, there's Canadian.
Place was built during the Second Anglo-Afghan War. It's a bit of a surreal place that documents history of the wars in Afghanistan. Because the cemetery was built in 1879. This is a surprising one. There's a Czech person who's buried here, and apparently she was only 33 years old. It's a real place, really surreal place. It's not a Czech person. He's been a bit older. It's said that he was the construction manager. Here is the big wall of names. These are all the Brits that got buried here. You can see the Royal Anglian Regiment, the RAF, Royal Irish, Royal Signals, the paratroopers, the Irish Rifles, the Grenadiers. These are all recent. 2011, 10, 12. I guess the question is how many people have to die and suffer before we can make the world a bit more of a peaceful place and get tired of all the wars and vanish. Mostly 2003, 5, 7, but some as recent as 2015. So the kids we met earlier apparently have access to this building, and they're bringing us to the roof.
No,
Of course,
he's my father.
See your father!
Yeah.
I'm his father.
What's your name?
Lawrence.
Lawrence?
Lawrence of Arabia.
Nice view of Kabul.
Yeah.
And that is the British cemetery.
Oh, what a pig.
Yeah. It's very well. Now we are being hosted to lunch.
Hi, how are you?
They were super kind to us, treated us to home-cooked lunch. Lawrence got to hold some babies, which he was very excited about. And we got to do some dancing. When I say we, I mean my friends got to do some dancing. I have filmed and bravely encouraged them to dance some more from the couch.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we decided to explore the local meat markets, which took an interesting turn.
This one, how much?
500.
500.
Chicken or rooster is 500 Afghani.
How much for this? For this one?
This one,
160.
Lawrence decided it would be an interesting thing to try to buy one of the chickens and then bestow it on an unsuspecting person on the street.
Alright, show us the chicken. We have bought a chicken in Kabul, Afghanistan. Lawrence, what would you like to do with your new chicken?
Like to have some good eggs for breakfast at once, so maybe we can like set up a cage in our room and just cook with some eggs on our own.
You know this is a male chicken, right? This one doesn't lay eggs.
Shit, then we have to buy a second one.
Really don't want to step.
Let's give it to them.
Yeah.
You want chicken? I give to you. You want it?
I mean, they also probably don't know what to do with it.
As you can tell, this was a really well thought out plan.
Alright, let's go. Bye bye. Okay, we gave the chicken to a bunch of kids on the street collecting scraps, so hopefully they will have a better lunch than usual. Poor Helmut. Well, I've just finished packing my bike and I'm about to set off from Kabul. Really late, unexpectedly.
I've spent the last 5 days running from ministry to ministry to ministry, trying to get the special permit they requested me to have to keep filming with the Demining directorate. However, it didn't end up happening, and since they also promised to extend my visa, which also didn't happen, my visa is now expiring today and I have to leave the country.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. Alright. Cheers, pal. Thank you. Alright, Baba. You've been the best. Alright, see you. The ministry was supposed to help me extend my visa to film with them, and then I've waited all day for them to do it, and then they told me, oh, we're actually not going to do it, we don't have time, blah blah blah. So a week wasted in Kabul. Now it's really late, it's 3 o'clock, it's getting dark in 2 hours. 4 hours to the Pakistan border, and then probably 2 hours at the border, and then some time to Peshawar. The crazy amount of military infrastructure, it feels like being inside a military base rather than a city. It's totally normal. The reason the traffic is so slow is because all of these people and all of these cars are trying to get passengers.
Reason number 2, the moment you introduce tuk-tuks to city traffic, they will block every single space they possibly can, and it will become very standstill.
Finally reaching the outskirts of Kabul. The road here is quite scary. It is polished like glass. Looking at the map, it's about to get more fun.
These mountain roads really give me the fear, because lanes are more like suggestions, and if they think that they can fit the car in there, they absolutely will.
Oh yeah, occasionally there's a painted over tank.
With the term finish.
Today, yes.
Then with the finish.
10. Today is 10.
2 days.
Today is 10. Pakistan.
YouTube channel.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Things are taking so much longer than anticipated.
Driving here at night is a special kind of hell. Nobody uses low beams, so you're constantly blind. They're crowding all of the lanes trying to get through. So be a crash or a checkpoint or something. I really wonder what this is. That is a long bloody line of cars. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Hi. Hi, how are you? What is going on? Huh? Sorry? Well, the air is not nice.
Ah, damn, the whole tunnel looks locked up, especially with that truck in there, so God knows how long this is going to take. It's moving now.
Oh, thank you. So I guess the problem is there are some big bloody trucks and they can't fit. Oh, my lungs are gonna hate me for this. This is bad. This is really bad.
Okay, this is not a particularly safe thing to do, but let's see if I can get out of here, because I don't want to be here a second longer than I necessarily have to. I don't know what it looks like on the video, but the smoke is so brutal I'm choking.
There's 1, 3, 4, 5 kids in the back, 4 or 5 big guys in the middle, 2 guys at the front. Looks like a tele vehicle with machine guns. I don't want to be in the way of that.
And this is the first time that I'm seeing a Humvee operational and on the road. I've seen a ton of them as decoration. I've seen a ton of them
what is going on here?
just stored. This felt safe, but I've never seen one on the road.
Really, just when you think that your day can't get worse, it's like I'm out of the worst. Hand is dying, I mean really dying. And I still have 90k to go to the border. Oh, no problem. No problem. Thank you. Guys were so nice. Unbelievable. I've stopped here to spend my last Afghani money and just to buy some snacks, and they wouldn't even let me pay. They just gave me the snacks and filled up my bike for free, which is super nice. Getting the feeling that this is a hell of a border to cross. This line of trucks has already been going on for 2 kilometers. So far there's nobody around.
Hello, brother.
Hi.
Okay, they say that there will be no issue. They don't have, they're not allowed to let you for now, but they say that we will let him tomorrow morning, even if even if his visa is finished.
It's not possible to cross now.
No, they say that there is nothing, no chance to cross it now.
This is a bit of an unexpected development. Luckily, there is a small place right next to the border where it's possible to stay. Otherwise, it would be a very long ride to the last place with a hotel.
Well, the border crossing has gone a bit differently than I've imagined. They did not let me cross. The border is closed. It will open at 8. Luckily, at least they said my visa being expired is okay. The only place that I could find anywhere in this border town is this lovely room. Outside is cold. Inside is completely same as outside, because those are just bug nets. My feet are freezing. I will go and try to find something to eat, because I have not eaten all day, so I'm starving. Considering the nightmare that riding here at night was, I'm just happy that nothing happened. I didn't crash, so didn't die. It's all good. This is how the light in this room works, by the way. You want to turn it on, you push the wire in. You want to turn it off, you take it out. Good morning. Welcome to Torkham. This is what the surroundings of the border look like. It is now 7:30 a.m. I've had my last 2 bananas, and the line of trucks is ever present. We'll pack up my stuff now. Repack my things to make it sort of border crossing friendly. This is the one thing, whenever I'm crossing, I try to put all my cameras, everything away, so I know there's nothing in the tank bag. I can walk without having to take anything out, and without showing what I have to the people around the border. Always a good idea. And tonight's been quite cold, and it is really cold now. Those are my windows. There's some glass and there's some bug net. So I'm not warm right now. Well, I guess do a couple of... Nah, I'm not gonna do burpees. No. Oh, I'm gonna pack quickly and get moving. So, see you at the border.
If you have watched until now, thank you so much. Please subscribe, it helps me grow the channel, and I will see you in Pakistan.